Imagine walking into a store for a single item, you grab it. Then somehow 20 minutes later, you're walking out with three bags, a new pair of shoes, a smartwatch accessory, and a receipt that's way bigger than you expected. And the scary part? You don't even feel like you spent money. That's exactly what credit card companies want. Because the biggest trick credit cards play isn't hidden in the fine print, it's hidden inside your brain. Every year, millions of people spend more than they planned, fall into debt, and wonder how it happened. But what if I told you there's a psychological system working against you every time you tap your card? Today, we're uncovering the psychological tricks behind credit cards and how to protect yourself before they cost you thousands of dollars. And stay until the end, because the final trick is the one that keeps people trapped for years without realizing it. Part 1. The pain of paying disappears. Let's start with the biggest trick. Psychologists call it the pain of paying. Whenever you spend cash, your brain feels a small amount of pain. You physically watch money leave your hands, your wallet gets lighter, your brain receives a clear signal, something valuable is gone. But when you use a credit card, that pain almost disappears. You tap, you swipe, you walk away. No immediate consequence, no visible loss, just instant gratification. Think about it. Which feels more painful, handing over $100 in cash or tapping a card for $100? Most people don't even hesitate with the card, and that's exactly why studies consistently show that people spend more when using credit cards. The transaction feels less real. It's almost like your brain says, future me can deal with this. But future you always becomes present you, and that's where problems begin. Pattern interrupt quick question. Have you ever checked your bank account after a weekend and thought, wait, where did all my money go? If yes, you're not alone, and the next trick explains exactly why that happens. Part 2. The buy now, pay later. Illusion. Humans naturally prefer immediate rewards. It's how our brains evolved. If our ancestors found food, they ate it immediately. Not next month, not next year, immediately. Credit cards exploit this ancient wiring perfectly. They separate the pleasure of buying from the pain of paying. You enjoy the reward today. The bill arrives weeks later. Your brain focuses on the present benefit while ignoring the future cost. Let's say you buy a $500 gadget. Today, excitement, dopamine, satisfaction. Next month, the excitement is gone, but the bill remains. This is why so many people end up buying things they don't truly need. They're not making a financial decision, they're making an emotional decision. And emotions are expensive. But wait, the next trick is even more dangerous because it makes you think you're winning when you're actually losing. Part 3. The rewards trap: cashback, travel points, miles, exclusive perks. Sounds amazing, right? And sometimes they genuinely are. But here's the psychological trap. Credit card companies don't give rewards because they're generous. They give rewards because rewards increase spending. Imagine earning 2% cashback. Sounds great. But what if those rewards convince you to spend 20% more than you normally would? You didn't save money. You spent more money. It's like buying a $1,000 television you never planned to buy because you're getting $20 back. That's not saving, that's spending. And here's the irony. Many people become obsessed with maximizing rewards while completely ignoring interest charges. They celebrate earning $30 in points while paying hundreds in interest. That's like picking up pennies while dropping dollar bills. The smartest people don't spend more to earn rewards. They earn rewards on purchases they were already going to make. Huge difference. Pattern interrupt. Imagine if a casino gave you 2% of your losses back. Would that make gambling profitable? Of course not. And yet many people think that way with credit cards. But the next trick is even sneakier, because it changes what your brain thinks is normal. Part 4. The credit limit effect. Here's something strange. Give someone a credit card with a $2,000 limit. They'll spend differently. Give them a card with a $10,000 limit. They often spend more, even if their income never changed. Why? Because humans use reference points. Your brain sees the limit and subconsciously treats it as permission. The higher the limit, the more comfortable spending feels. It's similar to being served food on a larger plate. People often eat more without realizing it. The environment changes behavior. Credit limits do the same thing. Just because you can spend $10,000 doesn't mean you should. A credit limit is not a spending target. It's a maximum risk level. And confusing those two ideas has destroyed countless financial futures. But there's one final psychological trick that makes all the others even more dangerous. Part 5. The minimum payment illusion. This might be the most powerful trick of all. Every month, your statement shows a minimum payment. Maybe it's $25, maybe it's $50, maybe it's $100. Your brain immediately thinks, that's manageable. And that's exactly the point. Minimum payments make debt feel small, but the reality is very different. Because while you're making tiny payments, interest keeps growing, month after month, year after year. Many people don't realize that paying only the minimum can turn a short-term purchase into years of debt. The system isn't designed to help you get out quickly, it's designed to keep the balance alive. Think about that. The debt feels under control, but underneath the surface, it keeps growing, like a slow leak in a boat. You don't notice it at first. Then one day the boat is sinking. That's why wealthy people view credit cards differently. They don't see credit cards as extra money. They see them as payment tools. A credit card should be a convenience, not a lifestyle, not an emergency fund, not a way to buy things you can't afford. And that mindset changes everything. Conclusion. Let's recap. Credit cards reduce the pain of paying. They separate buying from paying. They use rewards to encourage spending. They make higher spending feel normal. And they use minimum payments to make debt seem harmless. None of these tricks are accidents. They're carefully designed around human psychology. And once you understand the game, you stop becoming the product. The goal isn't to fear credit cards. The goal is to control them before they control you. Because financial freedom isn't about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. The people who build wealth aren't always the highest earners. They're often the people who understand how their own psychology works and use that knowledge to make smarter decisions. If you found this video valuable, you'll love the next one. Because avoiding financial mistakes is only half the equation. The other half is making your money grow. So click the video on your screen now and discover the power of compounding. How small financial decisions today can turn into massive wealth in the future. Trust me. It's one of the most important money lessons you'll ever learn. I'll see you there.